Hello and welcome to my presentation. Figure skating has always played a big role in my life. In fact, it is essentially the reason why I've decided to pursue a career in the fashion industry. As a kid, I was always passionate about getting involved in the creation of my dresses, so I thought it was only suiting that I end my university career dedicating a project towards studying these amazing costumes and the science behind them. My capstone project focuses on psychological and sociological importance of costumes to the sport of figure skating to help skaters and designers better understand the mental and physical effects costumes have. This leads me to my research question: why are costumes psychologically and sociologically important to the sport of figure skating, and why do figure skaters consider this integral to their performance? This research developed specifically from John T. Malloy's theory of power dressing, which later evolved into Adam and Galinsky's enclothed cognition, which discusses the effects that clothing has on physical performance. My research, however, focuses specifically on the effects of costumes to the sport of figure skating. My research was gathered from primary interviews with skaters and costume designers, along with secondary historical, psychological, and sociological research backing up their findings. Because of this, I am using an interpretivist theoretical framework lens as it relies heavily on subjectivity and personal standpoints. After completing my research, there were 4 major themes that became apparent. These include sociological effects of fashion, psychological effects of fashion, gender perception in figure skating, and factors of a successful costume. For sociological effects, the findings show that social status is linked to decoration, material, and specific costume designers. Successful costumes follow classic silhouettes, current fashion trends, and adhere to gender roles expressed in society. Here is a quote from Jeffrey Bettel. Much like fashion in general, you sometimes pay for a name, but you are always getting a good quality when you hire someone who is reputable to make your costumes. For gender perception, the recent evolution of gender fluidity within the sport has helped male skaters become more expressive in their routines and costume design, while women feel pressured to epitomize a limited, ultra-feminine, elegant persona idealized by mainstream media. Here's a quote from Piper Gillis. Having a costume that makes you feel beautiful on the inside and out really gives you the confidence to battle all the pressures of the sport. For the psychological effects, it is proven that fashion has an impact on performance. Textile innovation allows for more movement and comfort, helping skaters to feel more confident on the ice. Color also plays a big role, as skaters may associate it to bad experiences, luck, or even intimidation. Simply put, if you look good, you will feel good and perform even better. As for the costume factors, in order for a costume to be effective, it must take into consideration societal standards and psychological impacts. With the right material, right designer, and right combination of innovation and structure, a costume can become much more than just a showpiece. It can become a key to skating success. For my creative project, I decided to create a 20-minute documentary entitled The Inside Edge to present my research findings and to give an inside look at the figure skating costume industry. The documentary follows top Canadian ice dancer Piper Gillis as she creates her costume for her free dance. The documentary also includes interviews with renowned international skaters Dylan Moskovich, Tracy Wilson, Jeffrey Bettel, and costume designer Andrea Jurasek. The themes were explored initially through my iterative website, which was intended as a hub for skaters and designers to learn more about costumes. The website included various articles as well as a 4-part YouTube series, which allowed me to practice filming with Piper as well as create a brand for my project. Next, after initial interviews with Piper, I created a trailer to finalize the style and look of the final documentary. Once that was completed, I finished interviewing the rest of the skaters and costume designers and spent over 30 hours editing the final documentary. The second part of my creative project included the Inside Edge screening event. I felt it was also important to produce an event to ensure the film was shared with key members of the figure skating and fashion community. 48 influencers attended the documentary screening event held at the Mattamy Athletic Center on March 22nd. Preceding the screening, guests snacked on gourmet popcorn, took pictures at the photo booth, sipped on cocktails, and spoke with industry influencers. The event was extremely successful and acted as a networking and learning experience for both designers and skaters. The event process started in the fall as I developed a mood board, budget, secured a sponsor, picked a day, booked a venue, and the caterers. In the winter, I developed the film posters, the invite list, sent out invitations 1 month before the event, secured student volunteers, and developed the guest favors. After the premiere, the documentary was uploaded to the project website to make it easily accessible to the community. In conclusion, costumes unique to the sport of figure skating are proven to be much more impactful than what meets the eye. Yes, they are beautiful and tailored to perfection to help skaters sparkle, but with each crystal comes psychological and sociological effects that may not be evident on the ice, but in fact have a significant impact on the skater's performance and can become key to achieving success in skating. I'll leave you with a quote with Jeff Buttle. As a skater, when you go on the ice, your job, besides the technical content of the program, is to tell a story. I think a lot of things play into that: music, choreography, but of course costumes are an integral part of the whole performance. So it's really important that you spend the time and make the decisions that will help maximize your performance. So I will leave you with a trailer to the Inside Edge documentary, and thank you for your time.
When you think of figure skating, you think of athletes performing intricate elements with ease and grace on the ice.
But at the end of the day, our costumes are what make us sparkle.